So, The Last of Us is kind of one of those games that I've heard for a long, long time that it's some super crazy masterpiece and I gotta experience it one day. That's been the case for some other games that eventually we've covered around here, like Persona 5 probably being the most recent other case. Persona 5 and Nier Automata being recent cases. And now, they just released Last of Us Part 1 on PC. I haven't owned a PlayStation since the PlayStation 2, which was a decent while back. So before, I just didn't really have the platform to play it. But they've now released the remake of the first game on PC, and according to Steam reviews, the PC optimization is really crap. Currently on Steam, only 33% of the 4,000 reviews are positive, most of which are saying that the PC optimization kind of sucks. I briefly tried booting it up earlier, and it told me that my drivers were out of date. Even though I went into my drivers, I checked for better, more updated drivers, and it was like, nope, you already have the best ones. And it's like, okay, something fishy's going on here. So I haven't let it boot up past the initial, like, loading screen, and usually I get things set up before I start streaming. I usually tinker around with a bunch of settings, get things kind of optimized for my PC. But if the really big thing about this release is that it doesn't work well on PC right now, I figured let's go in blind together to however well this runs. I haven't even plugged in my controller yet. Out-of-date drivers detected. To ensure best performance and functionality, please update the latest drivers for your video card. They are up to date. Before launching this title, please go to the manufacturer's website to download and install driver version 53141 or newer, 0.41. For reference, I'm running a NVIDIA 3070 in my machine. To be fair, I also just went in Windows to check for updated drivers. I didn't check the site that it mentioned there. All right, let's set game capture to Last of Us Part 1 here. And let's see if the game ends up crashing a whole bunch for me. Now, Last of Us has been getting a little bit of a resurgence in popularity recently, especially around where I live because of the recent show on HBO. And the reason why it's been especially popular here where I live is because it was filmed around here. So typical big Hollywood things don't usually get filmed in random places in Canada like this, you know? They're usually filmed somewhere in the States, and the story takes place in the States, but a lot of it was filmed in Canada. So there's actually been like a lot of media attention around it here, a lot of businesses booming because people are like, oh, this is the place that was in the Last of Us show. I was just seeing a thing on the news about a week ago about this place that sells blankets, for example, that is now having its business boom because the type of blanket that they have is the one that was covering Joel in like episode 7 of the show, I believe it was. And now everyone wants a Last of Us blanket. So there's definitely some businesses that are booming around here because of that. And a lot of interest around here in tuning into the show. So it's been like, it sounds like the show was pretty darn successful, especially around here because everyone was so hyped that something was filmed here. And I have seen the show, so I do have a general idea how part 1 goes. I have no idea for part 2. So it depends on if they release that as like part of the show or they release part 2 on PC first for like which one I'm gonna find out story of first. I know that that's the one that people were like divided on whether it was amazing or awful. What is going on? Why is this taking so long? It's just a black screen. Apparently it's taking up 80% of my CPU right now. How much is OBS using? OBS is using like 7%. It's a good thing I encode with NVENC so that OBS doesn't use all that much CPU. Oh my goodness. Well, it was just barely able to load this.
Screen reader off.
Oh. No, I don't need that. Text language English US. Yeah. Okay. Help us build the best PlayStation experience. When you play this game, Sony Interactive Entertainment collects data that's necessary to operate the game. If you agree, Sony Interactive Entertainment may also collect data about your interaction with the game and errors that occur. It sounds like from what I can tell, it sounds like they're already getting a lot of data about that. And if the game is struggling to run already, I think that I would prefer doing this, because if people are already reporting really awful performance issues, I don't really want to make my computer do any more work than is necessary. So yeah, so it's probably fine. There's a little bit of input delay here. I had to press down a couple times before it goes. Oh, that time it goes, but the first time. Oh, come on. The moment I show it on camera, it starts working. Weird. But yeah, I've only heard good things about Last of Us part 1, and well, just the whole first game in general. Part 1 is technically like a remake of the first game in like the engine and style of 2, from what I heard. So common features that you may want to adjust before playing. A comprehensive list of adjustments is available from the options menu. The only time I've ever heard anything negative about Last of Us Part 1 is, oh my goodness, yeah, it kind of eats my inputs there sometimes, is today with the PC optimization of this. So, we'll see. Does it just go right into it? Also, the last time I've seen Sony Interactive Entertainment presents was when booting up a Sly Cooper game. Like, oh my goodness, the lag was, you know, long time ago that I would have played it. Wow, we're off to a great start here. Yeah, it's taking up anywhere from 75 to 80% of my CPU currently. While my graphics card is really high end, my CPU isn't as much. I don't have a bad CPU, but I had like a mid to higher end CPU from like the beginning of 2018. Is what my CPU is. So it's not half bad. Building shaders. Okay. Like, I have a fancy schmancy new graphics card and stuff. Oh my goodness, even OBS is lagging now. Is the alert not going through? I appreciate the... Oh, wait, it is. It's just really slow. Oh my goodness, what is it doing to my computer? Look how slowly it loaded the glow around my camera and now it's gone. I appreciate the 15 bits there, and... oh, and now it's showing up in the Streamlabs alert box there. Oh, and now there's the sound. What happened? I think the game is breaking my computer. I appreciate the 15 bits, Anima. Oh, wait. Did it start playing it? How's it going today? Welcome to this. Yeah, that's a decent bit of delay. You know, I thought I was having some pretty weird PC issues with streaming Assassin's Creed Origins on the channel recently. Like, there's so many other modern PC games that I've played that have gone just fine, like Nier Automata, Tales of Arise, you know, games like that that have worked just fine on my computer, no problemo. But I was getting a decent bit of issues during the Assassin's Creed Origins playthrough, some decent frame drops and sketchiness here and there. But this is a step above AC Origins. It's just building shaders, 4%. Well, I guess I'll press any key. The Last of Us Left Behind, recommended only for players who have completed this main story. So is that like a thing that was added with the remake or something like that? Or maybe a DLC from the main game that was added on where it's like a additional story there? Options, extras, quit to desktop. Why is it staying at like 4% for building shaders? Oh my goodness, it's eating my inputs here sometimes. I've seen these menus before on Sakurai's channel when talking about accessibility in games, and I used a little bit of footage for that in the Scarlet and Violet video essay that's in progress, when talking about how Scarlet and Violet took steps back from Legends Arceus in terms of accessibility, what with shiny Pokemon having no visual indicator or sound when they appear. But yeah, I'm doing pretty alrighty. I'm glad that I was able to bring some 3D printed parts to my environmental instrumentation class today, because we were mounting a 3D printed wind sensor and wind speed, a wind direction sensor and a wind speed sensor to the rooftop of the building that we're learning on today. So we didn't use the ones that I printed. I just printed out, you know, a copy for my group just because, and I was the only student that brought in their own 3D printed stuff, and out of a potentially sterner material than the professor had. So since I don't really need this stuff long term, I just told the professor, like, hey, once this lab is all through, you could just have the ones that I printed if you want to use it in future labs, because apparently the stuff that he was using was printed out with a much more brittle and cheap material that apparently would break every 1 or 2 times he does the lab after taking it apart. It's not exactly the best material. It's staying at 4% now. Also, I pressed B with that sound effect. Oh, but I guess it didn't quite register. What are extras while it's building shaders? View original concept art from The Last of Us 2013 as well as new concept art from The Last of Us Part 1 2022. Earn points to unlock unique content by finding collectibles, earning trophies, and completing the game on higher difficulties. Progress further in the story to unlock. Okay. So yeah, this game originally came out in 2013. It's been out for quite some time now. This remake came out, what, September or October last year on the PS5, I think, and has now come to PC? It's at 5%. Shaders are currently building. For an optimal experience, it is recommended to wait until this process completes. But it's at 5%. How long is it supposed to take? Should I really have just opened this before, and let it run while, before starting the stream? If I had known that it was gonna be like this, I probably would have just, you know, opened the game and let it build shaders while I was at university today. but I did not realize this. I thought that all the things that it would need to install and get the ready would happen during the install. Like, I installed it this morning for that very reason. Like, when I was having breakfast, I opened Steam and I was like, oh yeah, Last of Us Part 1 that I pre-ordered there. Yeah, let's go ahead and install. And I hit install, and then I got home and it was all installed, and I was like, great, now it's ready to run. No, it's building shaders, and it's at 5%. So, considering I've now been streaming for coming up on 15 minutes, but that was including, like, the starting soon screen at the beginning there. So let's say I've been streaming for 10 minutes, and it needs to do this 5% 10 more, or 20 more times to reach 100%. So 10 minutes times 20 will be 200 minutes. I'm not sitting here for over 3 hours for it to build shaders, twiddling my thumbs, streaming like this. If that's how long I can expect this to take. So, if this looks like crap, then it's not my fault. Well, hold on. What are the difficulty modes here? Explore and experience the story with a lighter combat challenge. Camera and aim assistance settings are enabled by default. Light, less challenging than moderate. Resources are more common and enemies are less dangerous. Moderate, I have to press it a couple times. Provides a balanced experience. Resources are limited. Hard, for those looking for a greater challenge. Resources are very limited and enemies are more dangerous. Survivor, an intense, demanding challenge. Resources are extremely scarce and enemies are deadly. Listen mode is turned off by default in this difficulty. What's listen mode? And grounded. Let me select grounded, please. Most challenging and realistic experience. Listen mode, HUD, and other gameplay elements are altered in this game mode. Huh. I do most playthroughs on this channel on the hardest difficulty, most often. There are some very rare instances that I don't, like one that I didn't for a recent example was Nier Automata, because the hardest difficulty of that was you get one shot and your HUD is gone. I'm fairly certain is what the hardest difficulty was. So I saw that and it's like, oh, that is very clearly intended for people who just, have played this game a whole lot already and want like the ultimate challenge. It's not meant to be something that somebody can do during their first playthrough, unlike other games that I'll cover on the hardest difficulty around here. Like, the other game that struggles with PC optimization recently, Assassin's Creed Origins, playing that on Nightmare mode. It's like, yeah, that felt pretty feasible for a first playthrough. Or recently playing Fire Emblem Engage Maddening Classic, it's like, yeah, it feels feasible for a first playthrough. I don't need to go through and learn the game. This, like, I'm on the fence about it, because it's like, most of the time I do hardest difficulty. If it's something that's like so insanely difficult that's clearly meant for long-time players, then I usually don't. This isn't quite like Nier Automata's. If this said, like that game, that you get one shot and your HUD is just off, then I wouldn't. I would not do it then. But it just says challenging and realistic experience, so this is the hardest difficulty. Listen mode, HUD, and other gameplay elements are altered in this game mode. It doesn't say that they're gone. It says that I don't even know what things like listen mode are, because I've never played this game before. I've never even seen a playthrough of it. All I know is from watching the HBO show there. They're not gone, whatever they are. They're just altered to make it harder. Am I gonna have to turn my volume like really high there? What, thinking about the right words to describe what listen mode is? I might just go for it. It might just be the kind of game that you can change it later, maybe. I'm very tempted to, because that's what I do on this channel, is I play games on the hardest difficulty, as long as they're not so dang difficult that it's only meant for, ultra fans of a game. This difficulty is not recommended for your first playthrough. Grounded disables listen mode, various HUD elements. Oh, okay. And is the most challenging and realistic experience. But I'm intrigued. I am intrigued about it. Is it going to be the best when the PC optimization is the way that it is? If I hate it, I'll change it. It might just be the kind of game where it's like you have to start from the very beginning again if you want to change it. But if that's what it comes down to, I'll do it. But like, I'm too tempted. Like, I love doing challenges on this channel and stuff. But yeah, I forgot the term, but like bats here, but they don't see it. They hear with sonic waves, that's listen mode. So it just kind of shows you visually where the noise is coming from. But that just means that I can turn up my own volume like really loud and then listen really close, right? and then get jump scared if ever the alert box goes off. I'm gonna try it. If I need to change it in the menu or even start the file from the beginning again because it's too challenging for a first playthrough, then fine, so be it. But I'm just too intrigued by doing challenges on this channel. Apply pre-order bonus. Start the game with bonus supplements and weapon parts. Oh, so that was a pre-order thing? When I went to pre-order, I saw that there was 2 different editions. There was like the regular edition, the standard edition, and the digital deluxe edition. And apparently what the digital deluxe edition had was like some 6 exclusive weapon skins, and then you get like various upgrades in the game early for like an easier experience. And it was like $15 extra, and I was like, yeah, no. Usually on this channel, I will pick up the, you know, whatever the largest version of any given game is, so I can showcase it on the channel and then talk during the playthrough of like, is it worth it? But, you know, seeing that there, it, at face value, I was just like, I can see at face value that this probably really is not worth it. And I mean, hey, at least props to the game devs for not, or for the studio, or whoever the heck was in charge of the monetization there, for not putting something game-breaking exclusive behind that, or something like that. You know, there's some exclusive skins, I suppose. But, you know, otherwise it's just, you get these things early. You know, I really don't like it when games are like, oh, here's these upgrades that are exclusive behind this other version of the game, or missions that are exclusive to it. And it's like, man, really? So, you know, I gotta give them props to all it is just getting those things early. But, you know, it also means less reason to pick it up, and I didn't there. But I guess I got a pre-order bonus for still buying it early. I'll get bonus supplements and weapon parts. Well, I'm not going to be getting the early upgrades of the Digital Deluxe Edition, but I'll get whatever these bonus supplements and weapon parts are. Aiming, invert Y, invert the vertical rotation of your camera while aiming. No. Wait, is that on? Okay, it's off by default. First when it said no adjustments, it's like, wait, does that mean on? Nah, I'd like it to stay the way that it currently is. Look, invert Y, invert the vertical rotation of your camera while not aiming. Okay, so you can invert both of them if you want. That's pretty cool. Hit markers, enables HUD markers that appear when you shoot and hit an enemy. Default, the hit marker will be red on a kill shot, and classic, the hit marker will always be white. I kind of like default, I think. Bad's the performance, about to have your first drink right now because you're the 21 now. Well, hey, happy birthday, Mortis. Enjoy the first drink there. You know, when I got to legal drinking age, I spent 10 hours in a bar. Not drinking anything, it was a work day. But hey, still, you know, was the case there. But yeah, I hope that it's been a fantastic day over there. And I don't know how bad the performance is yet because I haven't properly started, but the menu is lagging a little bit for me. And we haven't even started, and it's not even done building shaders. And the game was like, whoa, 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 hold on. You shouldn't start the game until the shaders are being done built if you want the most optimal experience, but it's taking forever. And, you know, I already let it install this morning, so I thought that all of the stuff that needed to be done was done, but nope, apparently I have to boot up the game and build shaders. Had I known that, I would have left it running all day, but, oh, 9%. But I did not know that, so I didn't do it. Tutorial messages. Enables HUD messages for teaching gameplay mechanics. Yeah. Set to minimal, only critical tutorials will be enabled. No, give them all to me. Found if your boss is capable of emotion. Oh no. Well, I hope things are going relatively well today, Eagle. It sounds like they're probably not, but permadeath. Oh. Permadeath adds additional challenge by limiting how much progress will be saved on death. It can only be enabled when starting a new game. Whole game. Your saved game will be completely reset on death. Okay. Here I would not do hardest difficulty. Per act, progress will be reset to the beginning of the act on death. Approximately 2 to 3 hours of game time. Per chapter, progress will be reset to the beginning of the chapter on death. Approximately 30 to 60 minutes of game time. You will be unable to manually save the game, quitting the game, or exiting the application while in a dangerous position will be treated as a death. Okay, here I'm definitely making an exception to playing on hardest difficulty. You know, I am not trying to, I assume that playing on grounded whole game here is for actual pros of the video game to try and, you know, beat the whole thing on the hardest difficulty without dying once. I am not interested in doing that. Yeah, well, if I don't like it, then I'll change it. This I'm not going to do. I still want it to respect my progress, you know. like, for example, if I'm playing Fire Emblem, I can just reset the map in classic mode or something like that. But I would never try to do like a whole Iron Man run around here and lose the whole thing. And it's the same reason why I don't know if I'd ever find myself playing something like Minecraft Hardcore, because it's like, you know, eventually you're gonna die anyway, in theory, if you keep on playing. It's just a matter of when it happens. And I don't really want to play this game all the way through like 10 times, and even grounded is too much for you. Well, if I really, really don't like it, I'll change it. But I want to at least try it out. You know, if I need to start the save file from the beginning, then so be it. I can skip cutscenes and try doing that again. But I, 99% of the time I play games on the hardest difficulty around here. I want to keep on, you know, maintaining that as a guy that does that, you know. But, you know, if it, cannot be changed after starting, if it really is like absolutely brutal, especially in combination with the PC optimization apparently being really bad, then we'll start from the beginning and we'll skip cutscenes and we'll see what comes of it. Also, it's not running super well right now, is the case. But Survivor personally hard shit without being actually bullshit like Grounded is. Well, I'll try a little bit of this, and if I hate it, then I'll switch to that probably. Yeah. So this is being run on a 3070 right now. This is I think it was at like 10% shader building. So this just released today on PC. So it's finally on a platform that I can play it on. You've been spoiled with the PS5 version. It is possible that they're gonna patch it, but I checked Steam reviews earlier today. Apparently right now only 33% of reviews are positive. So, you know, a third. Just because apparently the optimization's really bad. Yeah, maybe. Could well be the case. Well, you want to look at Steam reviews in the meantime? I could always turn on display capture. Because this is going to take a little while, I think. I mean, I can kill other things that don't need to, Oh, great. It's lagging my computer so much that apparently I can't check Steam here right now. All right, let's kill everything else that I don't need. I don't need my video editing software open right now. My graphic design software is not open. I don't think I need my printing software open right now. So I'll close that even though it's taking 0% CPU and 2.9 megabytes of RAM. The PowerPoint is just a thingamabob for essay guidelines for my history class. I can always reopen it whenever I need. Let's just end task there. Google Chrome I use for some going live notifications and, you know, video manager on Twitch. I'll just kill Chrome for now. Why not? Let's see here. I can end that. Paint is taking like next to nothing. I'll just kill it anyway. Yeah, I've killed most of the things that I can realistically kill here. Will just be a part 0 and the title is Game Don't Work. Suppose it's not impossible here. Here, let's have a look-see. I recently found out, I mean like a few months ago, that you can favorite things on Steam and then it goes to the top here, so I can add things, so I can favorite things whenever they're ongoing / soon to be ongoing as like a visual reminder of like, here's the stuff that's going on. It's really handy. And then I unfavorite them when I'm done. Wow. Can I like, really? Is Steam actually down? Or is there something weird going on with the game here? I'm gonna look up Steam on Firefox. It seems like it's coming up just fine. Let me sign in. Well, I guess I don't really need to sign in. You don't need to be signed in to... Oh, no, maybe Steam is just down. I think you're on Steam. But, like... Like, are you on the store? Is it working there? The game just destroys your computer? What happens if I try to bring up something like my Fire Emblem Engage spreadsheet? Yeah, out of curiosity. Wait, the store isn't loading. Okay, so it is something wacky there. So if my computer used up a whole bunch of RAM here to Load my Fire Emblem Engage spreadsheet, which, by the way, I was tinkering with on the train earlier today to space things out a little bit more, which means if the images load in, they're going to be a little bit off, because I used a button that spaced things out by one more, but I need to adjust the images in a hot second. Okay, so it probably just is a Steam thing. Not home, so you can't test. Can't quite test it out. Whoops. Gosh dang it. So I'm gonna have to do stuff like this whenever I get the chance just to adjust everything over. I'll just close that. Your Steam is down. Okay, so it's just a Steam is down thing in that case. Also think about doing some retro streams next week, including your favorite game of all time, Explorer Sky. Explorer Sky is your favorite game of all time too! Really? Wait, no. All time and Explorers of Sky. Gosh dang it. I got hopeful for a hot second there. Slash timeout. Rivers Eagle. A whole 10 seconds. Bam. As punishment for making me accidentally think for a hot second that it was also Explorers of Sky. When it was not. Oh, is it loaded? Oh, I realized I was clicked off the game. Oh, okay. Let's go back to game capture instead of display capture. Okay. Building shaders, 13%. Is that employee abuse? Went to ban jail. No. Don't skip cinema. Do I just press B to exit out? I guess so. So a cinematic is happening at 13% built shaders. Let's see here. Sony Interactive Entertainment presents. Yeah, haven't seen that for a long time. A Naughty Dog game. I mean, it took forever to load, but at least the cutscene's running smoothly.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the
Oh, can I turn on subtitles? Let's see here. I like me subtitles in video games. Story dialogue. Yeah. Right? Oh, story and combat dialogue. Ooh, should I have both on there? Okay, so that's the option there. Size. Oh, okay. I definitely don't need large. If I was playing on my own, I would probably have it be small, but considering I'm, streaming this, and the most considerate thing to, those watching is probably medium, just in case anyone has trouble seeing small there. I mean, with barely any shaders, yeah. I mean, I don't want to wait here for however many hours. When I was checking Steam reviews, it said that people were waiting for, like, several hours for it to compile it all. Oh, that's cool. In case you need, like, the extra stuff there. Yep, definitely the names. Name colors. I like the accessibility settings, if I can enable it even. Huh. With a unique color per speaker. That is cool. It's so laggy in the menu here. I wish that I could have the direction be for just in combat and not during story cutscenes or something like that. If I could have it just be for, like, in combat there, that would be great, because I feel like that would give me additional information. Last of Us had amazing accessibility things since Last of Us 2. Also, pro tip, enable auto pickup. Where's that? Would that be, like, controls? I'm pressing up so many times. It's so laggy in the menu. If I'm enabling it, I'm doing it sometime later. It's not happening right now. It saves spamming the same button to pick up loot. Okay. I mean, but that, with how laggy it already is, I'd be sketched out.
I can't lose this job. I understand.
I mean, even without compiled shaders, it still looks pretty good.
In the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning. All right, good night.
Hey.
Scoot.
Monday at work, huh?
What are you still doing up? It's late.
Oh, crud, what time is it?
It's way past your bedtime.
But it's still today.
I mean, it is possible that she was asleep and you just woke her up. Just sleeping on the couch.
Here.
What's this?
Your birthday? You kept complaining about your broken watch. So I figured, You like it?
Honey, this is... It's
What?
nice, but I think it's stuck. It's not...
What? No. Oh, ha ha.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
What shaders does it need to compile? This already looks amazing.
In that baby girl.
And I'm really glad that it's not like AC Origins where the cutscenes would lag like crazy. I was really worried about that. It took forever to load this, but you know, at least once it's going, it goes smoothly.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something.
Uncle Tommy? Hello?
Things going wrong? In a zombie apocalypse game? I simply refuse to believe it. Simply no chance. Wait, so do I... Oh, yeah,
What was that all about?
I play and stuff. It was probably loading the whole game, yeah. Just sit there for several minutes waiting for the game to start. It's just gonna load the entire game before you can start, so that the cutscenes don't lag partway through.
Dang it. I forgot to give this to him.
Aw, dinosaur! Congratulations! Oh, okay, I see how the read thing works. You're not a fossil yet, happy birthday. So you can do that and then you can see it a bit. I gotcha, that's nice there. Yeah, let's see. You're never around, you hate the music I'm into, you practically despise the movies I like, and yet somehow you still manage to be the best dad every year. How do you do that? Happy birthday, Pops. Yeah, and then, that's cool, I like that. I guess it makes sense that, you know, this is a game that would be, you know, such a shiny example of accessibility in games I'm seeing, even just from like the simple menu stuff that I've gone through already, and even stuff like this. Anyway, should I now try doing that one setting? Wait, restart checkpoint in less than 1 minute. Oh, so it estimates like how much time you'd lose if you restart checkpoint. That's cool, I like that. So you were thinking gameplay accessibility? Accessibility. Alternate controls, magnification and visual aids, motion sickness, navigation and traversal, screen reader and audio cues, combat accessibility. So, gameplay accessibility, huh? There would probably be something else there, but, ladder movement, character. My goodness, there's literally something for everything. Traversal or controls, you think? Okay. So, oh, interesting. Let's have a look-see here. Remember shoulder swap, melee while aiming, photo mode shortcut, toggle HUD shortcut. Yeah, listen mode, quick turn quarter input. I'll learn it here. Keyboard and mouse. Assistance. It's gonna be under accessibility. So it's for sure under this somewhere here, huh? Oh, that's where I didn't even see navigation and traversal there. Navigation assistance, pressing L3 makes the camera, faces the camera in the direction of story progression, marking the path to follow. Oh, I kind of want to enable that just because. Enable simplified traversal input. Press A to automatically perform certain difficult jumps. Okay, maybe I'll leave that for now. Guards against falling off ledges with additional audio and vibration feedback. Prevents you from falling off ledges that will kill you. Enhanced listen mode enables the ability to scan for items and enemies while in listen mode. Send out a scan triggering audio cues at the target's location. The pitch of the sound changes based on the target's height relative to you. Navigation assistance is also enabled, and pressing L3 while in listen mode will direct the player towards the most recently scanned item or enemy. Okay, that's interesting. Infinite breath enables infinite breath while swimming underwater. Skip puzzle option. Okay, so that works like echolocation there. When in a puzzle, select skip puzzle from the pause menu to advance to the puzzle's completion. The setting is highly recommended for players who are blind or have low vision because of some puzzle progression may not be fully accessible. Ah. Okay. So what was I meant to be looking for? Like a auto pickup. Which I don't see here then. Auto pickup, huh? Hostages don't escape, allies don't get grabbed, enemies don't flank, reduce enemy perception, reduce enemy accuracy, invisibility toggle, weapons sway, slow motion, tinnitus sound? Tinnitus sound? It's somewhere under here! It's called auto pickup. I don't think it'd be under here. It's for sure under accessibility? Haptics. Bow resistance. Only available when a DualSense wireless controller is plugged in. Ah. Interesting, though. Auto pickup. Assistance. No. Yeah, I'll try this a little bit. If it doesn't work out, I'll restart in Survivor. We found in the assistance section of the alternate controls menu. But you'd think that would be in, like, somewhere in controls. Accessibility. Alternate controls. So auto pickup. Customize controls, ladder movement. Camera movement, assistance. Auto pickup. This, right? Automatically picks up nearby ammo and ingredients. Okay, automatically swap to another holstered weapon when you run out of ammo. Nah, I might have that off there. I'd like to manually switch, I think. Okay. Yeah, okay, on now! And now I know about that major quality of life improvement. Okay. I'll give that a go here. Oh, slight lag now.
Dad?
But yeah, I see why people were complaining about the PC optimization, but thus far, it's running smoother than AC Origins did for me. Can I do, like, an FPS counter? Wait, is that a thing that you can do? Because I wonder. Display. Oh yeah, this is definitely putting my 3070 to some good use here. Display, I guess this is what this display is. Like, what FPS is it running at? And can I, if I did, I think I did an FPS counter in AC Origins, but it was, like, only visible to me because it was kind of, like, overlaid on my thingamabob, so nobody else got to see it. It was just useful information for me. Frame rate cap. Apply a maximum frame rate to the game's, a maximum limit to the game's frame rate. Oh. Okay. I mean, one of the things that I experienced in AC Origins is it ran a lot better when I capped it. And I think that 60 is, you know, the most that I can put up on Twitch anyway, that I can stream to Twitch and then therefore goes to YouTube after. So I don't think that there's any reason to have my computer work harder than is necessary to make it go above 60, because even if I get to see better frame rate, none of you do. You don't have the streamer privilege of getting to see it in better than 60. So let's just not make the computer do more work than it needs to. How about? So just stick it at 60 then. Unless, no, that's a maximum limit. So at least it's not gonna struggle trying to hit 60 if it can't. Like, it can go lower than that if it needs to. So yeah, that should be good there. Apply the changes. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Graphics preset, yeah. So this is all, yeah. These thingamabobs are at medium here. I mean, it could also, like, be better once it's done building shaders that's now at 18% of. Might well be the case. But yeah, definitely able to, you know, put my graphics card to some good use. You know, saving up channel funds, when I had enough monies for either a fancy schmancy graphics card or a new console, like a PS5 or something like that, that would let me cover more games like this, I was in debate. I was like, do I pick up a new console that lets me expand how many games I can do here, or do I just, like, invest into making my PC even better? And I decided to invest in making my PC even better because I already have enough games on my queue as is. So I was like, if I ever want to pick up another console, I'll do it way down the line. And hey, they brought it to, they brought this game to a console that I have of PC, so that's pretty cool. So I can just, you know, play this here and actually put my fancy schmancy graphics card to some good use. What's in here? I better brush my teeth! What's this? Yeah, basically instead of pressing triangle to grab every single piece of loot, you just pick it up. So that's handy then. 300% increase due to mysterious infection. Admittance spikes at area hospitals. FDA expands list of contaminated crops. Massive recalls anticipated. Yeah, I saw in the show that the leading theory of what started the outbreak was like some fungus in cereals and breakfast lines and
Daddy?
stuff like that. That's what I remember seeing in there. Can I run? Probably not right now because it's all scripted stuff is going on. The world is going to shit and stuff. I'll let you know you're not ready for this.
Where the heck are you?
Also, it looks really smooth on the screen in front of me. It looks a little bit laggy on OBS sometimes. if
Motion coming from
It's nearby.
if the game is starting to jitter and be weird, you know,
What was
let
that?
me know, because it might be different on you know, what you're seeing compared to what I'm seeing, depending on how well OBS is able to keep up. So let me know and I'll see what I can do. If so, there. But yeah, so you've seen the show fully. Yeah, so I've seen what there is thus far. Considering it was filmed around here, and it was, you know, the kind of thing that everyone around here needed to see, because it's like, what, you haven't seen it yet? The thing that was filmed here when, you know, basically nothing ever gets filmed here? So, you know, there was that. So I have a rough idea of, you know, the plot of part 1. No idea of 2.
What is going on?
Because of that. People have told me that there's apparently a lot of stuff that happens in the game that isn't in the show, so that I'll be going in blind to. Should I just leave? No. And in the show, she straight up went into the neighbor's place when there was all this crazy stuff and a dog was barking at the house as the world was going to shit. Which, can I just say, in episode 1 of the show, that was a really dumb play of her. That is when you take the dog and go back into your own house and, you know, stay safe. Stuff.
8 missed calls. Where the hell are you? Call me on my way.
I think after 8 missed calls, he tried calling that landline a little bit sooner than he did. Can I get some snacks in the fridge? I'm gonna be home late tonight. Go ahead and order food. See you in the morning.
Hey,
I think I should order some food. This is what I should probably do. This seems like a really great time for some ordered food. Eh? That tire wasn't swinging before. I like the dynamic movement here. Like the way when you're turning a character, you know, they kind of slowly turn around with their legs. Or I guess it depends on the way your camera's facing as well, but still. Like their legs moving in a realistic way as opposed to a model just like turning and now you're facing that direction. I think that's pretty cool there. It's just the wind. Odds are there's still some Uber Eats delivery people out and about. Yeah, probably is. What the heck? I don't... Well, maybe I go that way. I guess that's open, right? I guess that's the thing that I haven't checked. Ah, yes. Light on desk means important. It's the video game rule. Hi, how's it going, man? Also, should I use this layout instead? Is that more out of the way, I wonder?
yeah?
Let's find out.
Has anyone come in here?
Sure has.
No,
Just the food I ordered.
Don't go near the doors. Just
I'm
stand
going
back
near
there.
the doors.
Dad, you're kind of
Look how
freaking me
nice
out.
the foliage
What's
looks.
going on?
It's the Coopers.
Looks amazing.
Something right with them. I think they're
I said
sick.
it a whole bunch during the AC Origins playthrough, and I'll say it again. I don't play a lot of games with, like, really crazy, amazing graphics, so when I do, it's like, oh my god!
Jimmy! Jimmy, stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
Not Jimmy! He was my favorite character! You just kill him that soon?
Shot him.
Story's barely even started,
is
and they killed Jimmy!
There is something bad going on. We have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me, come on. Come on.
Where the hell you been?
Yeah, out we go.
You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got some notion.
Holy shit.
What in there?
You got blood
Yeah,
all
I
over
got
you.
slightly
Let's
spoiled
just
by
get out
watching
of
the
here.
This ain't
watching the
half the
show.
people
So
think they
yeah,
lost
I
their
do
minds.
kind of know what's going on out there. Right click for
Some
what?
parasite
Or
or
LT.
something.
Oh, looking, I guess. Even without compile
You gonna
shit.
tell
Yeah.
me what happened?
What is it compiling? It's at 19% right now. Oh, a little bit of lag as I come out of the menu.
How you holding up, honey?
So genuinely, what is it compiling here?
Can we hear what's on the radio?
It
sure
already
thing.
looks really cool. Oh, and look how as you go from window to window, she kind of like moves across. Oh, that's
Cell
cool.
No radio.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we're doing
neat.
great.
David watches so you watch a film theory. Oh, I'm looking on
Shut up.
OBS. It doesn't look smooth at all.
Go.
Hello, CJ. How's it going today? Is it
Always
as...
putting up roadblocks on
Hold
the
on, I can
highway.
open the stream myself. On
get
the
into
game in
Travis
front of me,
County.
it looks
Get the
super
hell out.
smooth. But on OBS, it looks
77.
hella jittery.
Swim head.
I'm gonna open it up on my phone. That's what I'm gonna do.
They say how many are
Let's
dead?
see. Does it
Probably a
look
lot.
smooth?
They found this one
Or
family
does it
all
look
mangled inside
jittery
their
as
house.
heck?
Right.
Relatively smooth at this part. Yeah, looking at it on my phone, looking at the stream on my phone, it looks pretty smooth as well. But
Christ,
on
how did this happen?
They got
on
no clue.
OBS, it's like a slideshow.
But we ain't the
If I
only
can
town.
if I can show it here. Whoa, if you can see over there, if it's clear enough. It's just really jumpy.
Holy hell.
It's genuinely a slideshow over there.
That's Lewis's farm.
So, stutters a little bit sometimes,
I hope that
but it's
song
not
just made it
as
out.
slideshowy as it's showing. Oh, that's even my camera here. I'm looking over on OBS and I'm a slideshow now. Whoa.
Of course.
Okay, so that's just the craziness that OBS
They
is
said
showing.
it's
But
just a
looking at
weak
myself
point,
doing
so
those arm
we're
movements
good.
on my
Didn't you
phone
work
there,
in
it's
the city?
not that bad.
That's right.
Okay,
you did.
well,
We're
I've
fine.
not been paying attention to the dialogue, sorry fellas. But I generally kind of know what's going on anyway.
See what they need.
So I'm just gonna trust
Think
that
you're
it is
doing
not
deep
as
driving.
slideshow-like
Yeah,
as I see on the
so
screen
do
over there.
we.
We have room.
But if it ever is,
Keep driving, Tommy.
let me know and I'll see what I can do, if I can do anything about it. But
Let's see what
hopefully
I
it's
see.
a-okay.
Someone else will come along.
Here's hoping.
Should have helped him.
Well, yeah, cause it's just a slideshow over there. It keeps on saying encoding overload. It's taking up, this game is taking up almost all of my CPU. It's taking up all of my CPU that it can. Oh, please wait. Haven't had that happen to me in a cutscene in a game before. Usually the cutscene would just lag like crazy. But I guess the game wants you to experience the cutscene optimally. And it's just like, hold on a hot second. Hold your horses. I wonder if I would have run into this please wait if I let it compile all the shaders first. Also, what is that light just to the top left of the steering wheel that sometimes flickers on? So the entire game isn't completely paused. There's like a single light over there. But yeah, pretty excited to experience this with you guys, to be honest. I heard this game is praised for like all last week. I've heard this game is praised for like ever since I started content creation, and people were like, oh, do you know what game you should play? The Last of Us. It's amazing. I'm like, I don't have a PlayStation. I can't. Maybe one day when I can. And now I finally can. Well, if I'm patient enough about it, at least. But yeah, that explains so much. The company that did the PC port of Last of Us did the PC port for Arkham Knight.
This
How was
is
that not a
bad.
great PC port either then, I
Everyone and
guess?
their mother had the same damn idea.
We
We just really need to load that helicopter, maybe. No! He was my second favorite character after Jimmy, I think his name was. I don't remember.
Tommy!
Holy shit!
No! But yeah, it looks really good, and it's running pretty well. Like, if
Yes.
I wasn't streaming, they'd be running, like, darn perfectly fine. Apart from the fact that it needs to take forever to load to be able to run perfectly
What are they
fine and not
running
have the cutscenes lag to oblivion.
Try it.
You know,
Oh no.
I mean,
We can't stop here, Tommy.
if I had to choose between the cutscene lagging like crazy or, you know, waiting for the cutscene to play, I guess it depends on how laggy it would be. Which would I prefer? From the perspective of a content creator, I prefer it running smoothly. Wow, that was rude, wasn't it? Holy crap. There was a lawsuit. It was delisted from PC stores for how bad it was. Really? Oh, now we get a crazier cutscene. I think it reminds you of some of those theater rides that it's like dang unnerving. Wait, theater rides? Just like how much of a view you get around you, I guess. Do you mean? Or F, but on a controller, it's X. Bam! No, I changed my mind. I'm gonna use my mouse and keyboard for just this, so I can press F to pay and blast right to your face. Maybe it wanted to make sure that it had this loaded? And that's why it paused? But you'd think that it would pause like during the black screen if that was the case, right? Gosh darn it, I'm trying to talk about how this game runs.
Dad?
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come, give me your hand. What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
We're gonna need to run.
Keep us safe. Come on, baby. Now hold on tight.
Time to go, I guess. Also, looking over at the audio levels in OBS, I might adjust it down a little bit in the volume mixer, just that my voice is clearly louder than the game, so that, you know, I don't have to speak over it. Let's see here, because I think, yeah, it's just at the highest level in the volume mixer right now. I'm gonna turn it down to, like, 7 from when it was at 12, is what I'm gonna do. So this is still pretty kind of loud stuff. So we're calling the last few random of us. I saw that looking through the Steam reviews. I did see that one. But yeah, Star Tours, have you been to Disneyland? Not in a long time, so I wouldn't quite recall myself. But I'll believe you. All right, does this seem better? It looks better, I think. Looking at the audio levels in OBS, my voice compared to the game. Oh, crap. Gas price was already insane before. So I guess this is how the game directs you this way in that case.
Don't look, Sarah.
Yeah, they're the people on fire. That's what happens when they're in flames and stuff. What's happening over here?
We're gonna get out of this.
Well, great. It is clever ways for the game to block you in down a very particular path. Oh. You know, I do appreciate how smoothly it's running. You know, so much better when I'm actually playing it than AC Origins was during most of that playthrough. But the fact that I have to just, like, put my controller down while it's like, please wait, is, not exactly the best here. But yeah, hello, Politico Stefan. Just now finished watching The Last of Us show with your parents. Did you enjoy it there? But yeah, pretty good way of showing how hard things go to ship. Yeah, it is a good example of that, too. Yikes. Yeah. I'm looking over at Task Manager there. Yeah, my computer's doing a lot of work. According to Task Manager, this game is currently using up 14.5 gigabytes of RAM. It's a good thing I have 32 gigs of RAM in my machine. But yikes, 14.5 gigs of RAM is a lot, you know? Dear God, this game. Yeah. I haven't had any crashes yet or anything. When looking at Steam reviews, apparently a lot of people were suffering from crashing. I haven't had that yet, at least. Laps in PS5. Man, I can't wait to experience this gripping narrative sometime eventually here, you know. One of these days, I'll experience this masterful gripping narrative that's won like a bazillion awards, but, you know, just gotta be a little bit patient. So, how's everyone doing? Is everything going a-okay? Anyone have anything, like, exciting going on? Because, you know, we're just waiting here in the meantime. I hope that everyone's Tuesday here is going well. Gotta go shower. Hopefully it'll be loaded by the time you get back. We might just be on another please wait by then. Probably delay this till a patch or mod comes out. Well, I want to showcase at least a little bit of it like this for day one, just to, you know, have as part of the series. This is how the game was on day one, you know. Because it's an important part of the history of the game and all that. But yeah, I just had your first drink. What do you think about it? I've only had like little sips of alcohol before, but I've never had like a full-on drink ever in my life because I've just never had any interest. Borrow your cousin's 3DS while he jailbreaks a 2DS, so just playing some of those Pokemon caught a shine for baby. Nice. Yeah, custom firmware 3DSs are pretty darn nice. I quite like my own 3DS. That's, you know, all decked out and all sorts of things that I'm not gonna get into, less than Nintendo Ninjas ever here. Trying to pick up some more hours at work so you can pay the burbs vet bills. I guess that can definitely add up there. So I guess that was the stuff about your boss you were saying coming into the stream today. So it sounds like might not have been the best outcome in terms of trying to get more hours. Well, I do hope that it works out though. It was good, but you have no interest in getting drunk or buzzed. Yeah, I don't really get the appeal of it myself there. Well, please wait. And unfortunately, I don't know if I really have much in the way of editing hours right now, is the case. I'm halfway through the Scarlet and Violet video essay, and I still want to continue, like, the nitty-gritty in the game. I want to keep on editing there on my own, with my own, like, particular ideas and knowing exactly where my series that draws on and stuff. So, you know, that's the way that still is here for a while. Wait till I get to your level for alcohol. If you ever wind up getting drunk, it's gonna be for a stream for the funny. Do it for like a 24-hour charity stream. That's the way to go. How long does this take? This is insane. Can I pause it? Oh, I can pause it during this time. And it continues to say, please wait. So while it's please wait, you can look through the extras in the meantime. Can I look at models and stuff while we're waiting? Enjoy the lurk there. Yesterday, you were scrambling to buy as much from the 3DS Wii U eShop as you could. Your credit cards got locked. You ran out of time to process buying all you want. Jeez. Tried very hard to not need Pirate Software, but will need to do so to get the games that you missed. Like, my personal stance on the whole thing is, like, I don't condone piracy. I believe very strongly in supporting game developers and companies for the games they make. Oh crap, now I'm stuck with the, gosh dang it, now we have the bottom right loading thing that I got myself in. Dang it, I screwed myself by selecting the model viewer. Anyway, I believe very strongly in supporting studios for the games that they've made, not resorting to piracy. But when they're in a state that they're not selling the games anymore, then what's the harm? Is the way that I see it. But yeah, I think if you're ever editing this, might as well use the one eternity later from SpongeBob. Yeah, if I was putting into my editing software. Typically, the way that I handle my playthrough series is I just use the Twitch highlighter to cut them up into parts like stop and start. And then, you know, now they're parts made, and then I slap it on over to YouTube, which means that I never actually need to download the VOD and put it on my computer, which, you know, saves me editing time, means that I don't have to, you know, spend like video essay level time to do the sheer amount of playthroughs I do around here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do the sheer amount of playthroughs I do around here. But it means that, you know, it's not on my computer, it's not my editing software, unless there's cases where I make special exceptions. And I wouldn't want to do one eternity later and skip over, because I want to showcase in my series just how long this I think I screwed myself by selecting that. We can play a different game in the meantime while this is loading. You know, not on my PC, evidently, but I can put something in my Switch. We could grind in, like, Octopath Traveler or something in the meantime, because we're just not doing anything here right now. But yeah, also Pokebank and Transport were broken by the eShop going down, so Pokemon transfer from the DSA are impossible. They were, but they fixed it, from what I heard there. But yeah, temporarily it was down there. Among other things, you missed the DLC for Fire Emblem Awakening, but there's a lot of DLC for Fire Emblem Awakening. Like, it's a big ask buying all of that. Like, it was pretty insane. Like, I'm very glad for things like Engage nowadays, where it's just like, here's one singular, say, $30 DLC for everything. You know, as opposed to, here's, like, a few dollar DLC for, like, 50 different things. And it's like, really? Come on. Is that the thing at the bottom, is the loading thing at the bottom right even moving? I mean, what are our ongoing games? Is Octopath the best option here for something that doesn't make progress in that respective series? There's Persona 5 Royal. I could only do that with making significant progress through that series. There's Minecraft, but that's on my PC, not my Switch, that I need to do some mining stuff in. There's Fire Emblem Engage, where I would have to, you know, concede and do skirmishes, which I wasn't doing, and then there's Octopath Traveler 2. So probably Octopath then, if that was the case. I mean, what's in my Switch right now? Octopath Traveler 2, okay. And I think that I was, yeah, I was steel grinding resetting is what I was doing. So for anyone tuning into the Octopath Traveler 2 series, I can showcase how my, steel reset grind goes. Ah, pleasant music and stuff. Do I have a smaller... Here, let's just add my not my game capture, my Elgato thingamabob here. Again, like this, but then move it down a little bit so it's underneath the chat and stuff. Oh, but it needs to be underneath my camera as well. That's what it needs to be. So let's see here. So I'll put it just on top of game capture like that. And then we can do this. And then we can play a little bit of Octopath, I guess, while this is going on there. But yeah, also Nintendo shut down their redeem code function before the actual eShop closure, so games were still being sold on the storefront promising download code bonuses that were already useless. Still here file complaining to Nintendo about that. Oh, jeez. Oh, Nintendo, huh? Anyway, in Octopath Traveler 2, something really interesting is, you know, you can try to steal things that you only have, like, a small chance of getting. Like, this was a 3% chance. I reset until I eventually got that, and then just restore my reputation later. So what I've been doing to grind here, I think it's this guy that has the other super crazy axe. I don't think it's, oh, the thing glowed up. So this is gonna go in the Last of Us playlist. I was looking for a game that I could play that doesn't make any significant progress on that series, specifically so I wouldn't have to worry about putting in both playlists. But I can put it into sleep mode for now because, look, we can view models while we're waiting. I'll have to click back on the game. Joel Young. Wow, this model viewer is really great. Wow. This is a really cool extras menu, isn't it? I'm glad I checked out the model viewer. Okay. Wait. No. No. No! So it didn't just have the game pause. I should not have selected the extras thing there. Gosh dang it, now this is gonna take forever to load. Anyway. So the voice actor for Joel played James in the show, which is pretty awesome. Huh. I heard about the original voice actors playing characters in the show, even if it wasn't the main character. So this is what I have been doing to grind between sessions in Octopath 2, is just going for it until I get it. It's only a 3% chance. It's not very good odds of successfully stealing the thing. You know, and then I get 5 tries. Yeah, usually it's not gonna work, and then it's gonna say your reputation in Brain has suffered. Which is why you then back to the main menu, and then you go back and again, and then you get like 5 more tries. So this is what I've been doing on the side here, and continue to do to get better equipment to help see me through this adventure. Voice actor for Tommy played Perry the officer that got his head ripped off. I don't remember a Perry the officer that got his head ripped off. I guess that would have been a Thingamabob in episode 1 as well then. Must have been. But yeah, so this guy has an axe that I want. You know, I mean, I wouldn't mind the accessory either, but it costs 9k to restore my reputation in this town, which is a decent bit of funds. Which, you know, I can afford it. It just hurts my leaves a little bit, you know. Just a smidge. Fail one more time and your reputation will suffer. Yeah, that's typically how it goes. You typically have to go at it a whole bunch. But, you know, I've already gotten a fair amount of 3% drops, you know, by grinding it like this. Between sessions in Octopath 2. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous, man. Will I be able to clear the intro? Maybe I really shouldn't have started on the hardest difficulty, because if I do decide to change my mind and go with Survivor, then I'm screwed trying to go through this all again. You know, if I try to go through this all again, it's like, good luck, you know. There are indie games that are finished sooner than that loading screen. Come on, back. Yeah. Well, so it's gonna put me back in roughly where I was. Oh, yeah, right where I was. All right, let's go. All right, that took a while, but we're able to keep moving forward now and get the gripping narrative of this story. Come on, Michael Bay. Whoa. Ah! Did I lose by going the wrong way? Do I have to sit through a loading screen again? I swear.
This way.
Okay, well, no loading indicators. All right, so just go this way, I guess. I mean, I was starting to go that way. I guess I can't get too close to them. No, come on! I'm going the way that they want me to go. What do they expect? Know the alley? What, not around this way? Because it looks like they're saying this way and then people are running around the corner.
This way. Through the alley.
Oh, Tommy's there. I was following those guys. They don't get bitten. I thought someone over there was saying this way and Oh, do I have to hold X? Do I mash it or do I hold it? I don't...
He's dead.
It wasn't giving me a visual indicator of I'm successfully pressing it when I was mashing it or holding it, so I wasn't sure which one I was supposed to do. Are they getting through the fence? Oh, I guess some of them are. Wait. You think mash? Wish I had a sweet bro emote said every time that happens. What to say? Sweet bro. Well, crap. Imagine if I was playing this on the actual hardest difficulty of you have to start from the very beginning again every single time you die. Like it resets your save file. Now you want the it keeps happening. What about the it makes me think about Breaking Bad. You can't keep getting away with this. Oh, now I see the visual loading indicator at the bottom right. Gosh dang it! I have been streaming for over an hour already, and we are not through, like, the opening cutscenes of the game yet. My god. Alright, I'm directly following you. Okay, so there's the opening here. Pistol Cantina. Alright, I see there's extra incentive to not die in this game, because if you die, you have to sit through horrendous loading screens. I see how it is. I mean, it's good to have incentives not to die in your video games and all that, but, like, this is a little bit of an extreme. We can, we will. He's gonna be A-okay, don't worry about him. I assume go to the red light, that looks important. Stuff.
They're getting closer.
Oh, you stay away from me. When we tried to play Pokemon Infinite Fusion, it was just as bad. I assume that that's some sort of a fan game there. I haven't heard of it myself. How is he not going for that guy? No! But he's faster than me. That's not fair. What? Ha? I'm so confused. The thing you're not ready for, Anima, I don't know if we're ever gonna see it at this rate. I don't know if it's happening, quite frankly. Also, what shaders is it continuing to compile? Like, the game, apart from running like ass, visually already looks amazing. Like, visually it already looks stunning, so I don't know what else it's compiling here. Talking like 10 plus seconds of loading between areas of the map. But here's just loading the exact same area that you were in before, but just like resetting your position to what it needed to be at the beginning, and then me's positioned, you know, I guess, does it reconstruct the entire world every time I die? You'd think it would just have to like reset the positions of, you know, the player and the other AI around the map, which you wouldn't think would take all that much computational power. But if it's completely regenerating the world every time or something, which I don't know why else it would take this long in loading every single time. This is unacceptable. How dare you try and steal from me? What all does he say? He says, learn how to treat your fellow citizens or else. This game is not in a playable state right now. It just isn't. This was not an okay state to release this game. I'm starting to understand all the negative Steam reviews here. Like, come on, I just died! All you should have to do is reset the position of the player and the other AI. That's it. You don't need to regenerate the entire world. Like, it could be that they're just resetting the positions and that's it. But, like, if it was, there's no way it would take this long to load. There's just no chance. The only explanation that I can think of is if it regenerates the entire world every time. But, you know, if that's what's happening, then that's just, you know, horrendous design that... Why would you design it that way? But yeah, you're like, damn, it's negative, and it's starting to make sense why, huh? Yeah, this gripping narrative that everyone was telling me was absolutely amazing, and I had to experience for myself one day. You know, I'm still looking forward to experiencing it here. I'm still in eager anticipation of when I get to experience that gripping narrative. But yeah, more worried about the crashes. I'm surprised it hasn't crashed on me yet. A lot of the Steam reviews reported crashing, but I've yet to have it crash on me. Maybe those of lesser PCs suffer from crashing, but not us out here with superior technology. We don't get crashing, just load times that... Oh, is it loaded? Oh, can I stop playing a different video game? Can I actually play the game that I paid $70 for here a couple days ago? Oh, we're almost there. Whee! I'm not even looking behind me this time. I see his shadow. I'm not even looking behind me this time.
Dad?
Can I run? Is there a run button? Trigger doesn't seem to do it. A, no, none of the face buttons seem to do it. Not the D-pad. Oh, that's a left stick. Right stick. Please. Oh, I see the shadow gaining on me. Ah, I'm eating!
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help. Stop. Please.
We're safe.
It's my daughter. I think her legs.
We made it to the end of the intro, maybe.
We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians on the outer perimeter. Please advise.
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get you to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Shit. Please don't. Oh, no. Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby. Please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. 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 Please. 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 Please.
It only took over an hour to make it through the intro. Oh. Okay, so it's like this then. Oh. Boy, I'm not okay. It's happening. That was the heartstrings puller for you then. Well, if it wasn't, you know, if it didn't take so long to load, that would otherwise be a really good intro, honestly. To a tale, I do have to say. But I feel like the insane load times kind of detract from the experience a little bit. The case. This looks like a TV show intro here with the way they're handling this. But yeah. You were finding out that you can do roller skate tricks in Pokemon X. Yeah, we all have to find ways to keep ourselves occupied while the game takes forever to load. After all. Out of curiosity, is this a game where if I alt tab off it? Okay, yeah, it is a game that if I alt tab off, it pauses it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna really quickly go to Discord and disable streamer mode, which means that it doesn't show that I'm streaming within Discord. Normally I don't do that. Usually it's like, hey, then anyone can click on my profile and go right to the stream. But sometimes, like recently in this university semester, I like to not do it because I'm in various class Discords, and I kind of like leaving my university and my stream lives separate. Great, load times again. Well, whenever this is done loading, I guess this will be the end of part 1 of this playthrough, and then part 2 will start whenever this is done loading. Because that seems like a good cutoff point, right? Like, in terms of how this cuts up into parts, that seems like good, right? I would imagine. But I don't know how long it's gonna take here.